back to my channel. I've talked about before my favorite concealers and my like top 5 favorite products from every category. But I realized as I was doing my makeup the other day that I have a good amount of concealers, some that are really good for just coverage, and then some that are amazing at brightening. And I tend to gravitate more towards ones that do really great brightening rather than just concealing, because, I mean, for me, I don't really conceal much on my face. I let my foundation do that. But I love my under eye area to be a little bit brighter, not like a couple shades lighter. Not trying to do some Instagram makeup, but I like it to just be like fresh and bright. My table won't spill over. So I figured I would pull out, I was like going through my collection and I was like, what are my really favorite brightening concealers? So I narrowed it down to 4. One is a recent addition, one that I've been testing. I really enjoy it. It still is not in the category of these 3. So I figured I would at least show you 2 of them because I didn't finish the rest of my makeup today. It's just foundation and eyes. I haven't done my cheeks or my lips yet because I was going to put on the concealer. I'll do 2 different ones, so I'll look kind of crazy. But the 2, I think my number 1 favorite has got to be the Charlotte Tilbury, the Retoucher. This is really my tried and true favorite when it comes to brightening. Let me move my mirror over here. It's a little bit better. Okay, so it definitely is my tried and true. This kind of does everything in the way of concealing and brightening. That's why I love it so much. Probably put on way too much, but I really wanted you guys to get an idea. And I'm using shade number 1, and I definitely find that the formula is absolutely fantastic. The color is a perfect match, and it just is a gorgeous concealer. It helps to brighten under the eye, but it doesn't, it's not too light where I have to almost kind of like mix it with the foundation to kind of dull down the color. It's just perfect. This is number 1 in the shade number 1 Fair, and that is probably my like number 1 favorite. We're talking about intense coverage that also brightens, because a lot of my concealers give good coverage, but the shades in the formula are not light enough or just not in the right tones that help to brighten. This one does it all, and it's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. Now this one in shade Y23 is perfect for me. They do make a lighter shade than this, so I probably could brighten even more, but it's just way too bright. So the Y23 is perfect, but I do want to, actually I'll probably do this one because I have used the next one in some videos. This one is heavy duty. So, I mean, I'm talking like, oh my gosh, I probably even used too much there. Like, you'll take a little bit and, you know, squeeze it out onto your face, and I'm telling you, you can easily use too much of this stuff. Now this gives full coverage, and you can already see how it's like just brightening. It's absolutely beautiful. Definitely somewhat different from the Charlotte Tilbury. The Charlotte Tilbury is not as heavy coverage, but the Charlotte Tilbury, I mean, people have compared it to the Touche Éclat, which I think hold on, there's a hair underneath my eye. People have compared it to the Touche Éclat from YSL. It totally blows that out of the water. Sorry, it totally does. I think this is one of the best formulas on the market, hands down, for concealers. And she has a really good shade range. The Makeup Forever Ultra HD, when they first launched, the shade range was okay. I don't know if it's expanded since then, but for brightening and concealing, this does a really good job. Much heavier than the Charlotte Tilbury, which is just a little bit lighter. I use the Charlotte Tilbury more as a brightener and a lightweight concealer. Then we've got the Bobbi Brown Retouching Wand. This is absolutely beautiful. It's got that little kind of spongy tip at the top. I have it in the shade Extra Light, though I think it comes 1 shade lighter than this for actual highlighting. But for me, this is, and what I love about this, it does some concealing, but the brightening is so exceptional that it helps to conceal just simply by reflecting the light. So it's not a very heavy coverage. I actually have tried to use this. I put it on and I'll use my finger to blend it in, and my finger, I don't like my finger to blend in concealers typically, but with this one, it really, really works. Sometimes with my finger blending in other concealers, I just kind of am like moving it around and it just doesn't look good. And then the Guerlain Precious Light Rejuvenating Illuminator. So this has some coverage to it. I have it in the shade number 10. And this one I really enjoyed. It was a recent discovery that I've been testing. Do I think it falls into the category with the other three? Not quite, but the formula is very lightweight, so it's not as heavy as the Charlotte Tilbury and the Makeup Forever. It's not as flawless as the Bobbi Brown, but it is very, very bright and very smooth under the eyes. And I have really been enjoying it, so I really wanted to include it because I felt that it was necessary because I have been loving it so much. All right, let me just finish my makeup here using the Laura Mercier CANDLEGLOW powder. Just the little plastic thing fell out. I've been using this just to prep my cheeks. This is in the shade number 2. I love it just to kind of give my cheeks just a little bit of color. I use shade number 1 sometimes all over my face just to kind of blur imperfections. It just gives like a nice finish to the skin. I'm going to use my Dior bronzer. What is this? The Nude Air Glow Powder. It's not even a bronzer. I don't know what it is, but I love it. And this on the cheeks. I kind of, you know, fall out of love with products only because like maybe I just switch things out, and I was liking this powder and then I stopped liking it for whatever reason. I felt like it was, I don't know, I wasn't loving it. And then I pulled it out the other day and I put it on with a look and I was like, okay, I love it again. So, back in love with it. Just gives like a really fresh, nice look to the skin. And then lips, I prepped my lips with the By Terry Rose de Balm, but it's in the lip gloss kind of application, which I absolutely love. I've been using that a ton lately. Let me just wipe it off a little bit. I like my lips to be a little dry. Okay, and then the Rouge Dior and Rose Montaigne. Montaigne, I don't know, I think it's Montaigne. I love this color. I bought this out in California at a Sephora out there. Like I need, like I need more nude lipsticks, but we stopped in Sephora and I saw this color and I was like, I absolutely love it. And it's a gorgeous nude. That's it. I just love it. It's not too fleshy. It's not too kind of a dark nude, a peachy nude, a pink nude. It's just like a perfect nude for my skin tone. I'm going to add a little bit more blush. Okay, and so concealer-wise, we've got the Makeup Forever over here and the Charlotte Tilbury over here. And I'll go ahead and link all the rest of my makeup that I used down below. And I'd love to hear what brightening concealers you guys use and love, because I've just found these to be exceptional, but I know there's some really great ones out there that I'm sure you guys would be able to recommend. So I will link everything that I've talked about down below, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.